members of our distinguished dais, ladies and gentlemen, I've got Al Lauder on my left, Jake LaMotta on my right. Imagine the pressure I feel to keep this evening moving. Our first inductee, or my first inductee, is Joey Goldstein, who may be the only Joey Goldstein ever born in Conway, South Carolina. Cast in the mold of the great Broadway press agents of the 1930s and 40s, Joey Goldstein has carved a unique position for himself in the world of sports as the most dynamic, exciting, and sometimes controversial public relations man in the field. For 15 years, from 1954 to 1969, Goldstein made Roosevelt Raceway in Westbury, Long Island, the center of his operations, and his work on behalf of the George Morton Levy trotting plant became legendary. His promotional efforts generated a new level of consciousness among the sports fans for harness racing. In 1959, Roosevelt staged the first international trot, and Goldstein promoted Jammin', the artichoke-eating horse from France in the pre-race hype. Jammin' got his artichokes, and he also won the race. Goldstein employed pigeons to deliver post-position draws for events, created arguments over the impact of overweight drivers on their horses, and rescued trotters from Argentine revolutions just in time for the race. Since 1969, he has run his own public relations firm in Manhattan and has represented not only the harness racing industry, but such major New York events as the New York Marathon and the Millrose Games, as well as lesser attractions like the Saudi Olympic soccer team. Goldstein began stringing for the Old World Telegram while at Seward Park High School, worked briefly for the Sun before it folded on January 4th, 1950, and then assisted the late Lester Scott in the basketball publicity department at Madison Square Garden before moving to Roosevelt Raceway. He ranks as perhaps the most outstanding name in his field since the days of Dick Manny, Steve Hennigan, and Bill Dahl. With pride, we induct into the New York Sports Museum and Hall of Fame a man over the age of 50 that we still call Joey Goldstein.
Thanks very much. Much delight. I'm accepting this award, and I'm very happy to join the New York Sports Museum Hall of Fame. I feel like a legacy or thread. When I was 16, 17, 18, 19, I worked in the New York Sun. And in the sports department, there were 6, 7 people who reported or saw Christy Mathewson, who was born in the last century. The 2 youngest stars of the department, Herb Gordon and Bill Hines, were too young. There were guys there who had seen Mathewson, who didn't play, I don't think, after 1917. And in the early 50s, I was the young publicist for the infant New York Knickerbockers, and 2 of those fellows will be inducted tonight, Richie Guerin and Harry Gallatin. And the last thread, I knew Sam Tao very, very well. He was the office boy for the legendary Marshall Bat Masterson. Sam used to have a Sunday afternoon radio show on WHN. Is it still on WHN? I don't know. But it's a good opportunity for a hungry young publicist to bring players from the Infant National Basketball Association there and the trotting horses. So thank you very, very much.